C2, Trigonometry, Section 2, Example 15. So here we have to find the solutions between minus pi and pi for the equation 2 cos squared x plus 9 sine x equals 3 sine squared x. So the first thing that I'm going to do is change this cos squared x, because I can use the identity that we learnt earlier on, that cos squared x plus sine squared x equals 1. So I can rearrange this to get cos squared x is equal to 1 minus sine squared x, because then I just have an equation in terms of sine and constants. So that would be 2 lots of 1 minus sine squared x plus 9 sine x, and bringing that 3 sine squared x over to the other side would give me 3 sine squared x, and that would be equal to 0. So expanding this bracket would give me 2 minus 2 sine squared x plus 9 sine x minus 3 sine squared x equals 0. So because I want my sine squareds to be positive, I'm actually going to times everything through by minus 1 and collect my sine squareds together. So that'll give me 5 sine squared x minus 9 sine x minus 2 equals 0. So now I want to factorise this. So that would give me 5 sine x at the beginning of one bracket and sine x at the beginning of the other bracket. And then this one here would be minus 2 and this here would be plus 1. So that means that sine of x would be equal to minus a fifth, or sine of x would be equal to 2. But of course, sine only gives values between 1 and minus 1, so this is not possible. So we only continue looking at this solution. So that means that we have sine of x equals minus a fifth. So x would be equal to inverse sine of minus a fifth. Of course, making sure that your calculator is set to radians, because that's what we're working in for this question. And that would give me x equals minus 0.201. So if I have a look at the CAST diagram, so that's C-A-S-T, and I'm looking at minus 0.201. So sine is negative in cos, it is also negative in tan, so I have one over here as well, which is also 0.201 from the x-axis. So if I have a look in my range, I end up with x equals minus 0.201, and I also end up with x is equal to minus pi plus 0.201, which gives me the answer of minus 2.940. And if I have a look the other way, I end up with pi plus 0.01, which is out of my range. So I only end up with two x values. X is equal to minus 0.201, or x is equal to minus 2.940, both in radians.